And we kick off with a new addition to the show today, the Charter of the Day. So from now on, we want to bring you business news of the day in a very simple visual form. And today, it's all about what we're talking about, economic growth. Figures show how our economy is coughing and spluttering and failing to get into gear. Instead of growth, we saw a contraction of 0.3% in the last quarter of last year. That's the 3 months that ended in December. Now, looking back on the year in its fullness, the economy had contracted in the first quarter. We had a better second quarter. You can see there growth above 3%, low growth in the third, and now in the fourth quarter, dismal again, a contraction. Now, 2 consecutive quarters of contraction we didn't see. That would have meant a recession. We avoided that. For the year 2016 as a whole, we also avoided an overall contraction, but the economy grew by a mere 0.3%. That's almost nothing when South Africa's economic plan, the NDP, recognizes that we need growth of 6% or beyond to really deal with poverty and unemployment. Well, my colleague Devin Murrigan has more.
It's lunchtime at an informal food court on the streets of Sandton. Dennis Ncube and his wife Joanna are among a string of vendors competing for hungry customers. Ncube says it's been tough over the past year, with fewer workers buying lunch and those who buy are spending less.
Everything, apples, sweets, cold drinks, everything is very expensive. But if you want to raise the money to put more money, people that start to complain and say, no, it's too much.
Ncube's challenges are symptomatic of the weak economic activity, which produces fewer healthy customers willing to spend. Various sectors have been underperforming and have pulled down the country's latest growth rate. The economy shrank 0.3% in the fourth quarter, with mining and manufacturing the biggest contributors to the negative figure. Finance and trade made small positive contributions. The slow growth means weak tax collection and may force government to borrow money to meet its obligations. Economist Camilla Kaplan says 2017 is likely to see some sectors improve.
The dissipation of the drought effects, which should see the agriculture sector recover, and indeed recently we got official projections on the maize harvest this year, and there's wide expectations of an actual surplus this year. In terms of other sectors of the economy, in mining and manufacturing, we could see those sectors derive some support from the stabilization in commodity prices.
Ratings agencies, 2 of which have South Africa on the cusp of a downgrade, have warned that sustained economic growth should be top priority for government. A slip into sub-investment grade would make borrowing more expensive.
Food vendors here say it's the month-end traffic that brings in the cash. Everything in between just takes care of increasing costs. But if the economy grows and foot traffic increases, more cash comes in, and more importantly, there are more jobs. Devin Murrigan, SABC News, Johannesburg.